This is Jeff Mucci with RCR Wireless News, and we are here broadcasting from the RCR ATX Studio Lounge in Austin, Texas. Our guest today is Dennis Stapati. Stapati. Thank you, Dennis, for joining us from Radwin. Let's jump right in and talk about the significance of the recent Radwin announcement around your beamforming technology.
Good morning, Jeff. Thank you. Thanks for the introduction. Yeah, we're very excited about this product and technology. It's based on our 5000 platform. We added quite a significant amount of new technology to this platform, the smart beamforming antenna system, and it's really aimed for multitudes of different vertical markets. But service providers are going to do very well with this product, Jeff. It's really designed for congested areas. A lot of the major cities where there's congestion at the 5 gigahertz, as well as 365. We're going to, those type of customers do very well with this, product.
What makes the product unique? I mean, there's been a lot of talk lately of point-to-multipoint radio technology for backhaul, but talk a little bit more about what makes this unique and some of the more specific applications.
Sure.
Product.
Sure. So the beamforming is definitely unique. The interface that we're using with this product is very unique as well. It acts as a point-to-point, even though it's a point-to-multipoint system. It acts as a point-to-point system when it's communicating with the subscriber unit. So it's a very narrow beam. It's 8 degrees at our 5 gigahertz product, and at the 365 it goes up to 15 degrees beam width. So it gets a very narrow, very direct connection to each subscriber. So it's fantastic for when there's interference. It's going to do very well in a congested environment, noisy environment, because it's again acting as more as a point-to-point system in a point-to-multipoint layout.
And what kind of throughput can you expect to see from this? And you said point-to-point. What sort of distance limitations do you have with the product?
Sure. So it's a 250 megabit system. On a tower, you can get 4 sectors, for example, and get up to a gig. We have different subscriber units going from 10 megabits all the way up to 100 megabits. So the throughput is going to be very good. And distances, you're looking at up to 25 miles on the distance.
Can you say that one more time? You said 25 miles or 2.5?
25 miles, correct.
Okay. And is it going to be used, you said, dense urban areas for backhaul or connecting buildings? Where do you see this?
Well, for service providers, for example, they'll use it for with Fortune 500 companies, for example, right? So the enterprise service provider business, where they will guarantee SLA, 5 nines reliability and connectivity. So a lot of those type of customers will use this product for that. So it's really geared again towards the service provider business. Some of the technology actually came from our small cell backhaul. We introduced over a year ago our small cell backhaul 5000 jet product, not to be confused with our point-to-multipoint 5000 jet product. And we took a lot of that technology that we were using for Tier 1 carriers, and we put it into this our new point-to-multipoint product. So that small cell backhaul jet 5000 product is actually a point-to-point product. So we used, again, a lot of that technology, incorporated it into our 5000 point-to-multipoint product, and we've gotten some tremendous feedback from customers around the world. We're really a customer-driven, engineering-focused company, and we listen to our customers, and they said, here's what we're looking for. We put it into this product, and we're going to have great success with it. We've done some deployments already around the world, some trials, and initially gotten some great feedback.
Well, let's maybe give us a little bit of background on the RAD Group and where Radwin fits into the overall organization.
Yeah, so we're part of the RAD Group. It's a billion-dollar company based in Tel Aviv, Israel. Radwin was formed in 1997. Our CEO is Sharon Scher. He's been the CEO since 1997, and we've deployed in different verticals around the world, over 150 countries. Our products we're very focused on sub 6 gig. Some of our products, as I mentioned, is the jet, the 5000 jet product. We also have the small cell backhaul, 5000 jet small cell backhaul radio. We also have a point-to-point product. Now we just launched that last month. It's called the 2000D Plus radio. That's a 750 megabit throughput radio. And we also introduced over a year ago our Fiber in Motion. It's our mobility product that we're using not only on commuter trains, applications for trains, but we're also using it, for example, with the energy companies. Some of the oil companies are using it in their fields for mobility. Not only nomadic connection, but also for mobility. So I think when you look at the 5 gig spectrum, we're doing a lot there. We also operate in other spectrums. But again, it's all sub 6, and we're very focused on that spectrum below 5.6.
What can you tell us about Radwin's deployment in Moscow in a metro train? I'm kind of curious why that technology was selected over other technologies like distributed antenna system technologies that are typically used in a metro system.
Mm-hmm. Right. So that's an interesting project, and I'm glad you brought it up. We just completed it, so we just put out a press release about it. I believe it's over 400 kilometers of track. It's above ground and as well as below ground. And for that train, you're getting a dedicated line for that train. It's very high speed, but it's also very high bandwidth. So we're looking at somewhere upwards of, I think, 200 megabits per second for those train cars. So there's users on that train will get a great experience, and we've seen that they have, because we're able to, working with the Moscow train, where we were able to see some very high output, very reliable connectivity, and that was the reason why we were chosen over some of the other technologies that were out there and that were available for that project. We're doing a lot of trials around the world with commuter rails. A few of those, are in the U.S. I can't mention the name right now, but the main thing is we are deployed. It's working very well, and with that project, we've learned a lot about the mobility, what the trains need, and we've actually, from what we learned, we put a lot more into the mobility technology that we have. Again, we're also using it for other things other than rail. For example, ship to shore. We're doing a lot with ships, and in the water, you have a lot of issues when you're sending connectivity over water. The ships move. There's waves. There's it's a moving target, and we've done very well with ships. On shore, we've again done a lot with. I point back to the oil industry. Some of these oil fields, there's no connectivity at all. We're able not only to do it as a point-to-point or point-to-multipoint fixed, but with our Fiber in Motion product, we're able to reach, for example, not only the oil rigs, but also a lot of times the vehicles. They have to communicate back to headquarters, and we're able to deliver that over 5 gigahertz. Also, to say in mining applications, for example, open pit mining. A lot of times the trucks, they're in the open pit, they need connectivity, and some of the other technologies aren't always reliable, or they don't get the bandwidth that they need. So many times they'll build their own network, and this is the perfect product.
I appreciate that. It looks like in the Moscow, the metro station, you're delivering or enabling Wi-Fi service on the trains. There's over 650 trains, and from the press release, 45 terabits of data downloaded every day by over 6 million people riding the trains daily. Let's switch gears to the home border security, the solution you're providing between the Texas and Mexico border. What solution was deployed in that instance?
We deployed our point-to-point, our 2000 C plus radios, as well as some of our point-to-multipoint radios. I believe we're going to use some mobility there as well. So we're looking at video data as well as voice connectivity on the border, and that's been a very successful project for us. It's already deployed, it's already working, it's already running, and they're looking again for 5 nines reliability, and that's what we're providing in that deployment.
Good. Well, Dennis, thanks for your time today. We've got a big day here in Austin with South by Southwest Interactive going on, but we do appreciate you joining us from Chicago, and we look forward to learning more about future innovations from Radwin. Have a great day.
Thanks, Jeff. You as well.